I will come back for you."
He kissed me and left. I cried for days, feeling heartbroken, but he had promised he'd write, and I decided not to lose hope. I waited for 2 weeks, but when I didn't get a letter, I walked over to the post office. It was a 3-hour walk back and forth, and the mailman told me he had no letter for me. But I continued visiting for a couple of months. Every time my heart sank when I heard the words,
"Sorry, miss. No letter for you today."
but he promised he'd write often, and I believe him.
"The minute I get your letter, kiddo, I'll come and deliver it as fast as I can."
But since I didn't stop visiting, the mailman offered me a spare bicycle so I wouldn't have to walk so much. One day at the post office, I saw a woman get a letter, and as she held it up to read, I noticed that the handwriting looked like Julius. I rushed to her and snatched it. "That's my letter!" But I was so embarrassed when I read it and realized it wasn't. The woman yelled at me and called me crazy before she left. Maybe I was losing my mind. And then one day, a man read his letter outside the post office, tore it up, and threw the pieces in the air. And I just couldn't stop thinking, what if he'd gotten my letter by mistake? I fell to the ground and frantically started gathering the pieces, trying to put them together like a puzzle.
"Kiddo, I can't watch this anymore. You have to stop."
The mailman picked me up as I sobbed and took me home on his bicycle. Mom looked really worried to see the state I was in and stayed by my side all night.